Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week ahead. Now, keep in mind that these readings are general and may not resonate for everyone, so make sure to check out your other placements to get a full picture of all the messages. All right, my friends, let's get started for Capricorn and see what the energy is for the week ahead. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is the energy around Capricorn for the week ahead? 10 of Wands. Oh, Capricorn, I feel that. You are ready to lay down your burdens. Man, oh man, you've been carrying these wands around from one end of the field to the other end of the field, and you are done. You are ready. You're questioning a lot of things, actually. You're questioning, why have you been doing this in the first place for so long? What is the meaning behind carrying these wands in the first place? And why am I so invested in continuing to do something that doesn't make any sense to me anymore? You know, that's how that 10 is hitting right now. You are just ready to put them down and walk right away. And there's the Fool. I feel like you're really ready for a new start, but you're just not sure how to access it. It's like you want to go, this is so interesting. It's like you want to go from carrying 10 wands on your back to just carrying the one wand you actually need. The one that makes sense for you. And then you have another wand in your hand there that's helping guide you. So it's almost like you're like, I want to shed everything that doesn't make sense in my life anymore. And as I say that, I glance down and the bottom of the deck is the 9 of Wands. So you're exhausted. You're at a point where you could burn out or just start crying. You know, like you're at a place where you could just burst into tears because it's almost like you're so tired of carrying things around that just don't make sense for you anymore. And you just want to live the life that you want to live. And I feel like the Fool is in reverse here because you're just not sure how to access it. It's almost like you feel so burnt out of doing things that don't make sense for you that you've lost you feel like you've lost connection with how to access a path that does make sense, but you haven't lost it. It's just a feeling. You haven't lost it. It's always there. Our inner guidance is always trying to guide us there. You're surrounded by a lot of conflict as well, though. There could be a lot of differences of opinion around you. I feel like there's a lot of people around you that are saying, you should do this. You know, you should try this. What about this? Have you tried that? What about doing this? You know, it's funny. Anytime you mention how you're feeling to someone, it's like they have the answer for you. And it's just a bunch of differences of opinions. You're not actually finding any truth here. And so I'm almost tempted to say, stop asking for advice because you have to figure this out for yourself. Not that you can't have support. If you need support, access support. But this 5 of Wands tells me there's too many cooks in the kitchen. You're not going to discover yourself through someone else. This is work you need to do on your own. And I feel like you will be victorious. You're going to figure this out. It's just a matter of not... I almost feel like you don't need to talk about it with anybody else because there's a part of you that might start to be like, well, I missed an opportunity then. Should I have done that? I feel like it'll just cause more confusion as you're trying to level up. If you start talking about it with too many people, you're going to end up with all of these different opinions and nothing is going to help clarify that for you. So there's the Strength card. See, that's where I'm talking about. You are going to figure this out on your own. Again, access support, Capricorn. If you're feeling so burnt out and you feel a little bit like you need to talk to someone, access support. But I feel like access support in a way that allows you to feel like you can breathe and recover from this period of burnout. But I feel like if you're looking for the answer in the external world, I don't think you're going to find it there. I feel like you're going to find it in yourself. You're going to realize that you can overcome any obstacle, and you're going to realize that on your own. You need support, ask for support. But this is a time, I think, where when you're thinking about your direction, that's going to be something you figure out on your own. And on the bottom of the deck now we see the 2 of Wands. So many wands here. This is you choosing your path. This is you saying, I know which wand I need. Remember when I was comparing the Ten of Wands with the Fool has he has two. He has the one on his back with his belongings and the one in his hand guiding him. Well, there you are with two wands as well. And you're about to accept your second wand. You're about to make a choice here to trade this globe in for a wand. This is you saying, here's my vision. Give me the means, the resources, the time, and the energy to achieve my vision. This is you having selected your vision. So that tells me that that's the missing piece to this puzzle, is you need to decide what it is that's next for you. What resonates for you, Capricorn? Where do you see yourself next? It's the vision of the future that's causing the hesitation to take the step. Because where are you going? What do you want to achieve? You're talking to people about it and getting a bunch of different opinions because everyone's going to give you the opinion from their perspective. So if you talk to someone who really values money, they're going to say, take the route that leads to the most money. If you talk to someone who really values prestige and status, they're going to give you the advice that says, go where you're going to get all the validation, the glory, and the prestige. So you have to decide that for yourself. That's the key to this part of your reading, is putting down your burdens and the things that don't resonate for you and picking up the wand that makes sense for you, the one that has meaning for you, the one that matches your vision, instead of holding all of this stuff that's just burning you out and talking to people that are just confusing you because it's too many cooks in the kitchen. Does that make sense? It's very interesting, but it does signal to me that you're about to shift. You're shifting right now. It's already happening. It's already happening. I feel like you just need to figure out the vision and know that you can overcome any obstacle. Because maybe you're doubting yourself. Maybe you're doubting that you can overcome any obstacle. Let's clarify that Ten of Wands for Capricorn. The Hierophant in reverse. This means you're not going to go the way of convention or tradition. If anything, I feel like Capricorn, you're going to go a very unique way. And so you can't you can't ask others for their opinion and think you're going to find it there. Because this is you going away from convention and tradition, and you're almost rebelling against that. And you're like, no, I'm going to do my vision and it's going to work. And maybe the people around you are like, show me another example of someone who was successful doing that. And you can't. And that's okay, because maybe you're going to be the leader here. This is you being a visionary and achieving something that may not feel like it's the convention or the sort of the status quo. It's not mainstream. There's something here that you're going to do that is different in nature. The nature of it completely is different. Let's look at the Fool here in reverse. Queen of Wands. Wow. This is a power punch here. The Queen of Wands, very, very charismatic, confident, passionate energy, pursuing things that are meaningful, pursuing things that matter to her. This is you sort of almost taking a step back with the Fool, I think, in hesitation, because you're doubting that the path you want to take will be successful. And look at all these wands. This is about using your will to keep going, to keep pursuing what matters to you, Capricorn. Keep pursuing what matters to you, because there's almost like, as I look at the bottom of the deck, I see the Ten of Swords in reverse, which tells me that the worst is over. You've actually made it past a lot of obstacles already. And you've actually put a lot of this stuff in the past. A lot of this is in the rear view. You're ready to get up and do things your way. You really are. You're ready to lay down the burdens that you're carrying in the Ten of Wands on your back. And you're also ready to shake off these swords of the past that say you can't, you won't, you're failing, you're going to stay down. No, you're not. And that's why it's in reverse. You're ready to stand up, shake these swords out of your back, and formulate your vision and get moving. That's what's happening. 10:10 on the timer as I said that. So it's very interesting. You're leveling up here, Capricorn. You're not resonating with the mainstream. You're leaving a lot of that in the distance, but you're hesitating. A part of you wants to hang on to the status quo because it's, in your mind, you feel like it's safe, it's reliable, and it's secure. And it's almost like you're convincing yourself that where you're off to is unsafe, unsecure, and unreliable. And it's like you've got to leave those thoughts behind. You've got to leave a lot of baggage behind on this new journey that you're going on, and a part of you still hanging on to it. That could be why we're seeing that Five of Wands conflict, because it's like you're expecting the status quo to somehow bring you to where you want to go, which is very different than the status quo. I feel like you're really breaking away from that and doing something that resonates for you that may not make sense to a lot of other people. It just might not. 11:11, as I say that on the timer. This might not make sense to anyone but you, and you almost just have to trust yourself here. Look at that Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck, bringing in this energy that says you don't have to talk about it with anyone. You don't have to talk at all. You just action, you just put it in your mind, that new mindset, and then you show people the new path. You don't have to talk to anyone about it. You don't have to be talk at all. We see the Eight of Cups coming out. See how you're walking away from things that no longer resonate for you? That's how you're going to find your confidence and your strength, by leaving behind things that are meaningless to you and trusting yourself to pursue the things that do have a lot of meaning, passion, drive, will, charisma, the things that light you up, Capricorn. Now we see on the bottom of the deck again, the Five of Wands. I feel like if you stay where you're feeling this supposed security, doing the conventional path, you're going to end up back here where there's a lot of conflict around you, where you feel like you're not able to move forward. You almost feel trapped in this conflict of egos around just, not trusting yourself, not feeling like you can break free from this. It's almost like you just need to trust yourself this week, Capricorn. You really need to trust yourself this week. And even if it doesn't feel like a pattern that has already been established, trust it. Take a chance. Take a chance on the things that are meaningful for you. Take a chance on the things that are meaningful for you, and walk away from things that no longer have an emotional attachment for you. Walking away into the unknown, actually, like walking away not knowing where you're going necessarily, where it's going to lead, knowing what is meaningful for you and knowing where you feel guided, but not knowing what the outcome will be. But just trusting that if you're doing what makes sense for you and where you feel a lot of drive, that you're going to be fine. I feel like you feel that lack of security this week. What does Capricorn need to surrender or surrender to? Surrender to silence, which is an interesting message. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. I really feel like that is really, really on point for this reading, because this is going to be something you discover for yourself. I don't think talking about this with anyone is going to bring you to clarity. The bottom of the deck is surrender to joy. Capricorn, that is your Queen of Wands. That is you choosing the path that makes you feel alive. It says here, a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and the easy times. Keep surrendering to joy. Surrendering to joy is going to be key for you. Surrendering to silence. so that you can find the stillness of that inspiration. And your final card here is surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may be different from the ego's timing or the mainstream. Keep that in mind. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, quote unquote, be patient and trust the universal flow. Step into your joy, trust the timing, and allow yourself some stillness to understand your vision more clearly in contemplation, in meditation. Let go. Allow that stillness to bring in the answers that you need. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it at that for you this week. Wow, what an interesting reading. I hope it was helpful. If it's resonated for you, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. I appreciate your support so, so much. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can find that link in the description below. As always, Capricorn, I'm sending you so much love and light, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Take care, my friends.